In today's video, we take a look at a man who refuses to sign child support papers because the child isn't his, and this woman here who got no child support money from her ex. But before we jump in, please make sure to subscribe the channel and turn on the bell notification.
If you're a stay-at-home mom and your backup plan in case of divorce is your ex-husband is going to pay alimony and child support, listen up. When I filed for divorce for my ex-husband, he was making over $200,000 a year. I kicked him out in October of 2018. He paid me nothing. I'm divorced. I thought I'd be happier, except the judge set the child support amount at $326 a month. $326 a month for 2 kids for child support is what he has to pay me. $326 a month because he's not working, because he chooses not to. I was able to cross-examine him, which was fun, and I asked him how many hours a week he spends working or trying to sell houses, because technically he still has a real estate license, so technically he's still a realtor. He said 15 hours a week approximately is how many hours he works per week. Grown man, grown able-bodied man with transportation and no childcare to worry about, says he works 15 hours a week, which I think is kind of a high estimate. I'd put it more at like 0 hours per week. So $326 a month for 2 kids. Fun, right? And this is after I was super gracious and let him keep his parenting time. The guardian ad litem recommended 0 parenting time for.
Why are you not happy? You have got your kids, and now you are fully responsible for them. And the best part is that you are a strong and independent woman. So why are you worried about the low child support? Be equal to a man. Do what is necessary for your kids and family. And next we have a man who refuses to pay child support for children he knows aren't his.
That the child may not be his. He told me at that point in time, it didn't matter to him. He loved me. He was going to marry me, and he was going to take care of us, and it did not matter to him. We were back together. We stayed. He was there with me during the whole pregnancy. But at the same time, he said, he told me, and he assured me, and he lied. He told me to my face.
Hold on a second. I don't care about his assurances at the moment. But you're telling me that once you were living together without the benefit of marriage.
Yes.
You had 2 children.
Yes.
A 10-year-old.
No, they wasn't that old at that time.
Well, now they're 10 and 9.
Yes, ma'am.
Those 2 children.
Yes, ma'am.
After the 9-year-old was born, at some point you separated.
Yes.
And for 30 days only.
Yes.
During that period of time, both of you saw other people.
Yes.
Yes.
You reconciled.
Yes, ma'am.
After you reconciled, you realized that you were pregnant.
A month later.
A month later.
Yes, ma'am.
You said to him, I'm pregnant. I'm not sure if the children, or at that point believing it was one.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm not sure if this is your child that I'm carrying or this other person's child that I'm carrying.
Yes, ma'am. And at that point in time,
His reply was,
it doesn't matter. I love you. I want to marry you.
All right. And he married you.
Yes, ma'am.
Now,
yes, ma'am.
Mr. Schaffner, did you say to her when she suggested and advised you that she was pregnant and she was not sure
Tanisha
that it
called
didn't
me.
matter?
She advised me that she was pregnant. She asked me to pay for abortion for her.
That is not true.
I told
Mrs.
her that I
Schaffner, be
would
quiet
not,
for a moment.
that she was pregnant by another person and she wanted me to get an abortion. I mean, I told her I would not have nothing to do with getting her abortion. After the guy left her, we had started talking, we reconciled.
Before we talk about her, I just want to say that this guy is an absolute idiot. Of all the women on this planet, he chose her, a woman who left him and then got pregnant by another man. You know, we can blame the woman for taking advantage of the law, but fools like him deserve what they are getting.
Tanisha, that I loved her. I will be there. I will step up. I will be the father for him since he's gone. And I ask her to marry me.
So then you decided to marry her, be a husband to her since you had been a live-in, and be the father for the child that she was carrying, be it 1 or 2.
And my kids.
And the other 2 children,
yes.
of course, that you have no doubt are yours.
Yes, I have no doubt.
You got married.
Got married.
Child was born, turned out to be twins.
Yes, 2 kids.
You're still not sure if this is your children.
I know they're not mine.
So did you ask for a blood test then?
No,
at the birth?
No, I
did.
didn't.
It matter to you?
No, it didn't matter to me. I was trying to be a husband to her, and I was trying to be a father to the 4 kids.
Did you put your name on the birth certificate?
Yes, I did. I did put my name on the birth certificate.
And you claimed them as your children?
Yes, I did.
And ever since they've been in this world for the last 7 years, you are daddy?
Yes, I've been daddy. I've been taking care of them. I tried to be, like I said, a husband and a wife.
See, that's the thing about it. I never.
She dropped the boys off at me every.
I never.
So the problem now is that he's not paying support.
Yes.
He's not spending time with the younger children.
Yes.
He comes to pick up the older two boys.
And
now he's making a distinction between the twins. Is that right?
Yes, and not only that.
And you say he's the father, and you say they're not my children, and that's why I don't pick them up, or I'm not sure.
Sharon, I don't pick them up because Nisha is a user. She's trying to use me. Just like she's trying to take me for child support after I, stepped up to the plate and be a man when the father of her children left. She gonna try to get me for child support just like when I go to pick up my boys. I try to pick them up. I try to spend time with my boys too. I pick up the twins too. Yeah.
Our boys.
Our boys. I try to pick them up too when I can. She tried to make me get them all the time. If I don't get the twins, I can't take my boys.
Well, when you said I wanted to step up to the plate to be a father, that's what you did.
That's what I did.
But listen to me before you agree to me too fast, because you don't know where I'm going now.
I know where you're going.
And I've been known to take you down another path.
I know where you're going.
All right. Don't be too quick. If you stepped up to the plate to be the father, and that's what you decided to do at their birth, and you signed the birth certificate and said, I'm going to be the father,
He has even signed the birth certificate of those kids. This man is a bigger fool than I could imagine. I just want to ask him, why did he sign their certificates? He could have been a father to them even without signing it, and the best part is that he won't have any liabilities. But after signing the birth certificates, I don't think anyone can save him. Just like no one can save this woman here.
You're out here looking for love with a man, I assume. But at the same time...
Men are trash.
Men are trash.
Yes.
Now, is it that all men are trash? Is it that the men that you have dated are trash? It seems like some cognitive dissonance here if you're looking for love.
I'm not saying they're all trash, but the fact of finding a relationship with a guy that is going to work is very unlikely for me.
Describe your ideal man.
I want love. I want to have that chemistry that's insane.
Paint a picture of your ideal man. Like, genuinely think about this. He's such and such a height. I want him to make such and such a money. I want him to treat me this way. I want him to respect.
Yeah, he's like a 1%.
Okay.
Less than 1% type of guy.
Describe him.
I guess family man. Maybe likes the same holidays I like. Good to children and pets. Tall. Has money. More than I would make most likely, or at least can take care of the family and what I would like to do. If I need to have kids, that means I probably have to give up some things.
Minimum amount of money that you would want your man to make a year or net worth?
I've already been down this road. Listen, he's barely even alive at this point, okay? So
what's the amount?
Over $1 million a year.
Okay, $1 million a year. And is that because based on the rules of hypergamy, women will only date across and up? Is it because you've made a good amount of money?
I don't want to date someone that makes less money than I do.
You would not. So why would a guy who makes $1 million a year, and I mean this sincerely, why would he want to marry you?
Why wouldn't he want to?
I'm asking you. Tell me, like, sell yourself.
Well, if I fall in love and that's the right person, so we're meant to be together.
Let's say this, Lex.
Yeah, like the right person is going to wait for a woman like you, who resorts to shaming all men when things don't go the way they want, and you are so entitled that you only want the 1%. The average man is going to be invisible to you when you don't even deserve them.
Do you want to marry an NBA player?
I don't know what I want him to be. NBA is tough. Athletes are
Do you want to marry a rapper?
No.
Okay, so let's remove NBA players and rappers from the equation.
Hey, I like NBA players.
Listen, I've got 20 NBA players on speed dial. I'll hook you up right now.
Well,
but
me too.
You
but
don't want that.
That's besides the point.
Okay, so let's just strike that from the record for a second, Lexi.
Sure.
Lexi.
A businessman would be
hear
nice.
me out. Hear me out.
What?
I'm trying to find you love right now.
Okay.
Genuinely. I'm trying to find you some love.
Okay. Trying to help.
I'm not picking on you.
A businessman would be nice.
Okay, so you want a businessman.
It's not really in my scene because entertainment's...
A businessman.
Yeah.
Tell me what you, other than being a sex icon, are bringing to this businessman, this multimillionaire businessman's life that's going to help him in life.
It depends.
Because again, he's got money.
It depends what he's looking for, what he needs.
What do you think?
I don't know what that's going to be, but I can offer everything and anything I can.
Let me help you out, baby. You need to know. You're the one looking for love. You're the one that has a very specific idea.
I don't know. I can fucking cook, clean, have children, be there as a partner, a supportive partner, all the fucking things I need to be as a wife.
You say that like kind of condescendingly.
No, not at all.
Are you saying that like Because you
All
want
of
to do
those
that?
things, yes.
Okay.
But you know the irony of it all?
What?
She can do all these things that make her a suitable wife and has yet to become a wife.
Because I haven't found the right guy. I've left most of the guys that I date.
Why did you leave the guys?
Because they weren't meant to be my husband.
Okay.
I just felt like they weren't it.
Those fools that she left alone should be really grateful because she decided that she won't ruin their lives anymore. Because the way she talks and her general body language is absolutely shambolic for a woman that wants love in her life.
So marriage is not about what you, it's not, nobody's perfect for you.
No.
Marriage is something that you got to work on. You got to maintain once you get in a relationship. It's not, and nobody's like designed for you. And I know there's a lot of religions that try to promote that, but that's just not true.
I agree with you.
So it's about making it work, de-escalate, you know what I'm saying? It's tolerance involved. It's compromise
And
involved.
jumping out when there's some red flags and stuff too, and leaving a relationship when you know you should be leaving.
But do you ever want children?
I do.
So are you aware that once you get to a certain age that it'll be highly likely that you'll have geriatric pregnancy?
Sure, yeah, and I can do things.
And you're willing to take
in
the risk?
exchange,
You're
like
willing to...
take my eggs out if I want to, or whatever. Have a surrogate, whatever I need to do if I want kids. Yeah.
But you see how the times have changed. You see how we come to a
Who
point
said
where
I even want to have a child come out of my
we've come to a point in
vagina?
time where women got to take their eggs out. Because it's so hard
we have careers and things that we're more focused on. Like I wanted to sing, I wanted to travel the world, I wanted to teach classes, and it's hard having a man because a man wants one thing, a woman that does basically nothing to just sit home and have kids and take care of the household. I had dreams and passions that I knew if I didn't do, I would be extremely upset.
So you just
and
said
a man just kind of gets in the way every time I've had a boyfriend. They've always kind of just like gotten in the way of this
Question for you.
Yeah.
And I don't want this to feel like we're attacking you. We appreciate you.
Not at all.
Glad you're here. You're sharing your story. Great, all of us. So it's like, at this point in your life, and then I want to come to each of you. For you right now, because you're not going to go and change the past. I'm sure you are very proud of what you've accomplished, no doubt. You became a millionaire. You became very famous. Like, you are getting along with your dad for the most part. Everything's good. You've got a lot of friends. You made some music. At this point, today, moving forward, are you more focused, or what's more important, a career or family?
I'm kind of in the middle. I feel like I want to maybe a couple more years keep doing what I want to do because there's a couple things that I want to accomplish, and I'm in the middle of doing it right now. Okay. But I do want a family, and I do want to find somebody. So it's kind of like we'll figure it out when we get there. We'll figure it out.
But a little bit of pushback for you. You're 33, soon to be 34. What Bruiser was talking about is that at age 35, there's something called geriatric pregnancies.
It's do I want to give up my life right now to be in a relationship is what people are asking me.
Okay.
Because it's not, you can't really necessarily have a fucking life besides your husband at that point.
But
and do I want to do that now? I don't think so. Not yet.
So Lexi, I'm only going to use your words, and I'm going to repeat them.
Okay.
And this is only here to, on one hand, you're saying, I want love, I'm looking for love. And on the other hand, you're basically saying, I'm focused on my career, I'm not going to give it up. It's very hard to do two things at once.